Listen, if you ever in your life plan on owning a home, I asked a guy today at work, I said, hey man, let me ask you a question. Who do you know that owns their own house? That actually is in their own crib? Like, not renting, they actually make a mortgage payment. The guy told me his auntie. And I'm thinking to myself, that is it? Out of every adult in your life, that's the only person that you know that owns their own house? And, he said, yeah. And I said, that's very discouraging. That bothers me. Because the economy, I mean, yeah, it's just expensive. I get it. And not everyone can find work. I get it. Unless you're like a tradesman of some kind. But there are jobs out there. My mother-in-law works for a company that makes seats for Ford. And she's in her 60s. And she gets up every day and she goes to work. When they're working. She does it. She works a lot of overtime too. So I don't want to hear the bullshit excuse that I can't get out and find work. Bitch, you need to apply yourself. So I'm going to give you some more tips. Here we go again. More tips from Robert. Because I just want you all to be able to enjoy what I'm enjoying. A house, a home, a place that you can, if you have kids, that you can find work and you can hold this job. The biggest thing that jobs look at. So what does it all fumble down to? What does it all fumble down to? I'm going to tell you right now. This is what it all fumbles down to. Once you find that job that you're making decent money at, I don't care whatever job it is. If you're making decent money, cool. Okay? Your goal for that fucking job is to not leave. Stay at that job for a couple years, 3 years, whatever, because the credit bureaus look at that shit. They say, oh man, well, Miss JJ's been at this job for Miss JJ's been at this job for 3.5, almost 4 or 5 years. That's awesome. That's awesome tenure. They look at that shit. They see that shit. They see how dedicated you are. And the first thing you need to do is you need to learn this. You need to learn mental control. Because when a motherfucker comes at you crazy, that is not an invitation for you to go crazy back at them. No. You need to keep your professionalism, and you need to know how to handle it right while you're on the clock. Because you're not on your time, you're on their time. So that's the first thing you need to do. And then when you go outside work, okay, all you people that think white privileges exist, all you people that, what y'all don't understand is when I get off work, I'm not going over Fred's house or whoever else's house. I'm not going to no fucking clubs. I'm not going to no damn bars. I'm going home because it's a work week and I'm sitting and chilling and I'm watching some television. That's what I am doing. Is it boring? For some people, it is. Some people can't sit down and sit around TV all day long. But during the work week, it's called self-control. You have to learn how to do that. Because if you want more out of life, then you're going to need to have self-control to get more out of life. Okay? That's just how it works. So, once you're on this job, now you got to look at your credit. You're thinking, man, everybody thinks white people's got good credit. I didn't have good credit. I had shit credit. But you know what? I did not let it stop me because I went down the credit rabbit hole and I figured out ways to do it. So when I started my journey getting my house, I had $2,500 worth of debt. That's not a lot of debt, I know, but it's still a lot of debt. And so I made a plan to pay off this said debt. Paid off this fucking debt. Got it paid off. Awesome, right? Cool. Now, when I paid off this debt, the smudge was still on my credit. So if I went for an FHA loan, then they would still see where I just paid that shit off. So I had to do what you call polishing your credit. And how do you do that? Well, there's two ways. One, you could pay a company $300 to come in and clean up your credit, make it look good. Or take the route I took, go to Credit Karma and dispute everything you already paid off. Dispute it once you know it's paid off, and that'll put your credit down to zero. Now you have no credit. Now you're back at square one with no credit, because there's good credit, there's bad credit, and there's no credit. I had bad credit, which I scrubbed, and then I had no credit. It is what it is. But anyway, so I scrubbed it, and then I went to a bank, because I banked at Walmart. That's another thing. Do not bank with Chime. If it is a prepaid card from Chime or Walmart or anywhere like that, go to a brick and mortar bank, get a bank account. Do not fuck with these Chime cards. They're traps. They're money pits. You don't want that. Get away from that shit. I promise you. You will thank me later. I went to PNC, opened up a bank account, and then I knew I had to have paper trails for at least a year for the bank to see how we spend our money and so on. Because then I went to PNC again and opened up a prepaid card through PNC. So I gave them $300 of my money, and they gave me a card. So I'm paying cash back toward my money, not toward their money, toward my money. And they reported that to the credit bureau every month that I paid my payments on time. Another thing, listen to me, when you go off and say you got $300 in there, do not spend over half of that. Spend maybe $50 of it and pay it back. $50 up, pay it back. $100 up, pay it back. Do not go over half. These credit companies do not like it when you spend more than the amounts available. I don't know why. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Don't pay it all up at once. Pay it in the payments that they ask you to pay it in. Because if it's $29 a month, pay that $29 a month. If you got a little extra to spare, pay a little extra on it. It's not going to hurt anything. That's one tip. Second tip I personally went out and did. I went to Experian and signed up for their monthly plan it was like $21.99 a month or whatever. What did this do for me? This helped me a lot. I tied Experian to my bank account. And when I did that, Experian went in and looked and seen how my spending habits were. And my T-Mobile bill, my internet bill, my light bill, my mortgage bill, all my bills that I had, they looked at this and they was like, wow, this guy really pays his bills on time. And they reported that to the credit bureau. And that's how I ended up getting my house. I boosted my credit score from a 0 to a 720 within a year. And that gave me time, while I'm boosting this credit score, I was able to save up $7,500. I was able to put a down payment on a house, make the owners of the previous owners that are selling the house to me, make them pay the closing costs. So all I had to pay $7,500. That was it. Well, and the inspection fee was like $230, I think. Back, I knew a guy. But anyways, that's it. That's all I had to pay. And I am a homeowner now. I've been a homeowner since 2023. And if I can do it, you can do it. All you gotta do is just have like the mental capacity and control to not spend. That is basically the basic principle of all. And of course, the wife, she's a big part of it as well, because she has an income as well that helps out. And let's talk about incomes. I make more than her. It's obvious. Okay? I don't want to give a fuck. I told her she didn't have to fucking work. She chooses to work. Whatever. But our money goes into the same pot. I don't hide money from her. She doesn't hide money from me. It all goes into the same pot. Straight up. She's never going to do without as long as I'm alive. And when I'm dead and gone, she still won't do without. Because I got things going in motion that's going to keep her taken care of for a long time. Her and the babies. And that's how it's always going to be. Straight up. And most marriages fail due to financial reasons. Straight up. There's no, she has an account, I have an account, we have a center account for bills. We put our portions in. No, we don't do that. No, all of our money is in the same pot, same hole, and we spend, and whatever's left over, we decide what we want to do. It's not that complicated. It's not that hard. It's just, if you don't trust your wife, you shouldn't be married. Straight up, 100%. Every marriage in the fucking world is built on a foundation of trust. And if you don't trust, you might as well go ahead and hang it up, man. Till next time. Sorry for another long 10-minute video. I'll see you guys on next time. If you have any questions or anything, just comment below. Let me know, man, because I'm happy to try to help. I like seeing other people get the secrets and be successful as well, because I'm here for you guys. Follow me for more videos. See ya!